Hey everybody, it's me, it's your good buddy Thorne. Hey, we are out here in Borderlands, and we're waiting for the big storm of the century to come in, and it ain't here yet. So, we got 2 weeks off for the big coronavirus, and we're just kind of hanging out. Got a little bit of YouTube in it, and did a little Minecraft last night. And kind of working on some various other stuff. Yeah, don't touch your face, Thorne. I'm in isolation for the next 14 days. Just because. No real reason. Coronavirus. Yeah, it's kind of putting a damper on everything. We just got back from spring break. I took the team out, and we did 12 states in 10 days. Went all the way out to the glorious state of Vermont, up near West Rupert, which is, I thought I was in the middle of nowhere. And I am. But there are other places that are like that, too. Love West Rupert. Absolutely beautiful area. Everybody that I met up there, my son and his wife and family live up there. And it's just beautiful, even if it was rainy and cold for the most part. And, yeah, it was a kind of a neat deal. Excuse me. And flew back out of Boston. The flight was great. United crews were fantastic. I've had horror stories coming through Boston, Logan before. In the past, this time it was pretty smooth sailing. Could be because there wasn't very many people in the airport. But we took off pretty early on Monday morning and flew into Denver, then the rest of the way out here to the Borderlands with no real problems at all. Yeah, it was just kind of a weird trip. On the way out there, not a lot of people. Of course, we drove out there, taking boy number 2, part of our film crew, back to his normal job there in Big Mass. And he's now out there in Martha's Vineyard, gearing up for the spring, which he wasn't even sure if they were going to start working this week or not, because of everything that's going down. I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on it. I'm just kind of like, I wouldn't let it worry you. I'd just go ahead and do what you need to do and have a good time. One of the things that we did out there, boy number 1 had never seen the Expanse, the Amazon series. And boy number 2 and I'd seen it about 3 or 4 years ago, the first couple episodes or so, and then didn't watch it until recently when I've been binging it. And still haven't done the last episode or last season yet. Kind of went back and rewatched the first episode, which it's been a long time since I saw it. And then for the Vermont trip, of course, we went through quite a few states, but I got the first volume and read it. It's fantastic writing. If you're stuck with nothing to do for the next 2 weeks, I highly recommend that you find a copy of it somewhere. There might be digital copies on Amazon now. I'm not sure. I've got hard copies, both the first and second volume. I'll probably be ordering the third volume sometime this week. Yeah, it's really good. Very down-to-earth science fiction, if that makes sense. Very, very realistic feeling, which I really enjoyed. The characters are very good. They're very well written, and the acting is superb. So if you don't have Amazon Prime, I highly recommend that as well. It's free shipping for everything, and if you buy a lot of crap like I do for the business or whatever, it pays off for itself. Plus, Amazon Prime is really nice, and the Prime movies are pretty decent. They got some good television shows and that kind of stuff too. So yeah, I've been watching The Expanse a lot, and it's actually pretty good. If you haven't seen it, there's 4 seasons out now. The fifth one's in production, I believe, or is finishing up production. It should be out in December or so. So that being said, we've just been kind of, since I got back, my significant other had hurt her foot a while back, is on crutches, so I've been helping her out. And today was supposed to be blizzard, so I'm back in the studio. And it was supposed to be blizzard starting at at 1 o'clock in the morning. And here it is, almost 9, and there's no snow. There's no snow at all. There's nothing on the horizon. Well, it's cloudy. There's nothing on the radar. There's nothing on LiDAR. There's nothing yet. So, I don't know. They're talking about maybe now an inch or two. Not really sure. So, but when I was out in Vermont, went to a game store there in Bennington, Vermont, which was really nice, and met a couple guys. One of them's a big fan of the channel, and got to talk to them a little bit, and played some card games there in the gaming store, which was the Grotto. Grotto in Bennington, Vermont. A really cool place. Lots of game area. You can set up card games. You can set up. They got a couple wargaming tables, and see if the captain's calling me up to the deck. No, nothing there. So, but yeah, the owner's a great guy. They have snacks there. You can buy them there. And we played a card game called Coup. We played with 4 players, and then man, it was really good. I really enjoyed playing it. It's a really nice, fast-paced, fun game. And I really don't like playing board games that much. I have in the past, but not social board games, if you will. But yeah, this is really good. It comes with about 3 expansions, and yeah, it's really nice. And then we played Love Letters from the Princess. I don't remember it was something about love letters, and that was a really cool card game too. And once again, there was 4 of us there. There was Ling and Jiminy and myself and Stephen, and with the exception of Jiminy, I think I think Jiminy plays Minecraft too. But holed up with BB, and while her parents were off at work, I got my granddaughter up there, and so she was kind of running around the house this cold, wet, rainy day, and I got invited to play on Steven's server on Minecraft, and had a great time. Had an absolutely great time. I had forgotten so much about playing Minecraft in survival mode, but I did survive. I didn't die once. It was close a couple times. But I built a little house there on the server and dug down into, I hit bedrock, got diamonds, and started kitting out Ling's little man, and yeah, had a great time. And thank you, Stephen, for letting me play on your server. Hopefully I'll get it up on the system here real shortly. And now that there's cross-channel talk between everything, PC, Xbox, PS4, for Minecraft, I think it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mostly play on PC. I did do quite a bit of building last night when I finally got back to my house. Cinnamon, which I'm surprised she's not here on camera now, and the Great Gray Hobbs was waiting for me, and they had their babysitter come in once a week or once a day and check on them and feed them and make sure that they weren't too deep into their plans to destroy the world. But that being said, everything's kosher and everything's back home. Our work has been put on hold for 2 weeks, although I think next week we'll probably start work from home. I know that was the discussion. I've got a full video suite and camera suites here, which was their main concern. And so I'll be actually out of work. I have a 2-week vacation, really. So that's not too bad. I really kind of like that. Oh, and then I found this cup on Amazon. This is the same style of cup they're using in the Expanse for you geeks. And it's a thermal mug. Yeah, it's cool. So, yeah. What else is going on? Not too much. We picked up a really enthusiastic couple of players for LARP on the Borderlands. And so we don't know what we're going to be doing this season right now with everything that's going on. We're just not really sure. So we are working on the scripts for this season, or the general outline. And the way I plan things out is I have a fairly broad arc for 4 or 5 months. This is what I want to do. And that first month, I have it pretty well detailed out, the opening flow. If you think of it running in like a tabletop D&D game, I understand the various trails we're going to be going down. And depending on what happens from those, then it adjusts the story as it goes. There's key points in the story as we go, and that adjusts by the players. It's really player-driven. We have a general outline, if you will. So I'll be working on that a little bit in the next couple months. I started painting my kitchen for the first time in 10 years. I've been wanting to paint it for 10 years. And on the way back in through town, I picked up a can of paint. We'll see how much of that gets done. I got 1/4 of one wall done, and I like it. I like it a lot. Although the significant other tells me that color is now not in style. It's now grays. I need to paint everything gray. And I don't... we'll see. We'll see. She also said I need to paint my front door. Because right now it's like a bright hobbit green, which was not quite the color I was going for, but that is the color that it turned out. Oh, there's the cinnamon. Hi, cinnamon. Yeah, I know. Yeah, did you get some cat food? I gave you cat food. Yes, I gave you cat. Yes, it was the cat food you like. Yeah. Yes. You want to say hi to everybody on camera? No. I don't know. The Hobbs went out the cat door a while ago. So I'm surprised she's not back in here, too. As soon as I start filming with those two. It's been kind of rough with them having the corgis here because, well, Cinnamon hates everybody, and Hobbs doesn't like to be around dogs. She was fine with our dogs while they were still here, but they passed away 5 or 6 years ago. And now she doesn't like being around any pet. So she doesn't even like Cinnamon that much. Which, yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Here, come here. Come here. We'll say hi to everybody. Would you? Oh. All right. So, this is Cinnamon. Can you say hi to everybody? Cinnamon? All right, now she'll be quiet. So, this was a rescue cat that as you well know, if you watch the channel, my ex-wife dropped off at my house 10 years ago. 10 years ago? And at that point, they said that she was probably 10 years old, 15 years old. She was old. So now you're like either 25 or I don't know how old she is. I have no clue. But she's still kicking around. She's still doing pretty good. She's just angry at everybody. And but she likes to talk during filming, don't you? Goofy cat. So anyway, that's the Cinnamon. And you've seen probably Hobbs wandering around. She's normally bugging me all the time. Can I put you down now? All right. So, let's see. LARP on the Borderland plans. Coronavirus. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. The whole shelter in place. Really? The whole shelter in place thing is kind of to give the whole medical community space, literally space and time to deal with the projected infection rate, which who knows what it's going to be. Is it gonna be over in 2 weeks? No, but it should have a better handle on it in 2 weeks. I don't know. Can't really argue too much. I'm not terribly social anyway, so. But I'm not at work, so I guess it had something happen. And I'm one of the few lucky ones. One of the few. I'm one of the lucky ones that if I didn't have to work, well, I don't have to work, but I do because I want to get out and do stuff. 30 years in the military gave me a pretty good retirement, and even if the ex-wife gets half of it, I'm perfectly fine by not doing anything. I just get really, really bored, so I put in 40 hours a week and enjoy it. And I kind of miss my little I work at the school, and I kind of miss my little kids. It was something I talked about last night. I was talking with my significant other on the phone. There has been noise. My house has been noisy since Christmas time when the Geminator came with the 2 corgis, and it's just been absolute chaos here. And then at her house, she's got her 2 grandkids that she babysits all the time, and she runs a daycare, and we have the 3 dogs. Now, they're little itty-bitty dogs, not much bigger than Cinnamon here, but they do talk quite a bit. But last night, I was sitting in the house, and I had music going for a while, and then it turned off, and it was just absolute quiet. There was nothing. And it was just like, oh, crap, I hadn't realized that it's pretty damn quiet around here. So I opened up the interwebs and turned on spaceship engine sounds for 10 hours. So it was a nice white noise hum. I did get blown up a couple times or in the Middle East, quite a few times in the Middle East, so I do have some significant hearing damage. So part of that is I have really bad tinnitus. So if there's no sound at all I hear is a 2-tone high-pitch ring in my ears, and it's just I can't sleep, can't do anything. I got to have white noise going on in the background. So if you're going shooting, wear hearing aids or wear plugs. If you go to the Middle East, wear hearing protection when you're getting shot at. That's not going to help that much. But anyway, so we did. Well, God, I'm kind of rambling pretty bad because I don't really have anything to talk about right now. Minecraft Conquest Reforged. I'm thinking about diving in and doing a survival series, and also doing the creative building. I did quite a bit of building last night because there wasn't really anything I wanted to watch on television. All sporting events have been canceled. This, that, and the other's off. Blah 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 blah. It's election season, so I don't want to hear about that crap. And I just kind of like, oh, all right. So I did get quite a bit of building done last night. My goal is to finish that Hilltop City this week sometime. And then I counted all the buildings, and it's like 25 builds left to do. And I think I knocked up four yesterday. I still have some more detailing to do. But that's kind of where I'm going to look at Minecraft. I kind of did enjoy working in the survival mode on Steven's server. And so I might look and see if I can get hooked back into that. I'm sure I can do it. Just never done it. Other than that, I'm going to be working on some cosplay stuff. I'm going to be working on some LARPing stuff. I'm slowly putting together a Aliens cosplay. Really, it's Halloween costume. I don't really plan on wearing it to cosplay. It's that social distancing in my normal life thing. Going to a convention is not something I want to do. It's too many people. But I'll wear an alien jumpsuit. So I've got my Nostromo jacket done. It's kind of a modern take. It's not a screen accurate one, but I really like it. And so like, the jumpsuit I'm wearing now is will be for the Covenant, the United Commercial Spaceship, whatever it is, Hawaii New Guinea. It'll be Covenant patched up. I've got most of them in. I still have a couple that are coming in. Should be in this weekend. Do some sewing on that. I'll let you take a look. What else is there to talk about? Really nothing. I've gone on for about 19 minutes and haven't really talked about too much. It's just kind of I don't know. The world seems like it's trying to come apart, and it's not going to. So don't worry about it too much. Take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Blah blah blah. Don't worry about it too much. Where's this going to leave the LARPing season? I don't know. The reenacting season's been canceled left and right, so we'll probably see some cancellations in the LARP world too. I know that there's already been some. I know Bickelline closed down their spring ball. So yeah, it's gonna affect everything for about 6-7 months, but it's not gonna be too bad, I don't think. Oh yeah, I will probably pick up in the next couple of months a VR set. Germany had his Oculus Rift, I think it was a Rift, and I worked on that. I played with that, and oh man, I had a really good time. So I'm probably going to try to pick one of those up, and I might do some gaming on that. If you want to see like an old man play VR, which would be about the funniest thing ever. But other than that, I think I'll let you go. I'm going to try to get some video up this week in the next couple of days. I got some other programs and stuff like that I got to run. But that's about it, really. I just want to let you know I got back from our trip. Trip was great. It was 12 states in 10 days. And drove out there and flew back. Didn't have any problems. And really liked it. We went up to Niagara Falls on the off season. And there was ice everywhere. It was beautiful. So I might run some pictures up through here, too. So stay tuned. And we got a lot to go. And thanks for watching. I've never done this before. Because it's just kind of like, well, if you like the channel, you'll watch it. If you like the channel, do watch it. Tell other people about it. Let's get our numbers up. We're almost at 250, which just is a huge surprise to me. But I appreciate it. So get the word out. If you know somebody that might like this channel, let them know about it. It's still, I don't have a Patreon. I don't take your money. You need your money for you. I don't need it. I got some other things coming up. We'll probably do some sci-fi LARPing or cosplay if you want to, but it's probably going to be LARPing because I've got a full-size Warhammer 40K bolt pistol that came in. That is really cool. So we're going to be working on that. We got the Klingon Disruptor. We've got some other stuff coming up. And really, we're just going to kind of hunker down in place for the next week or so and see how things go. All right. You guys take care. It is a Thursday. Still not snowing. The big storm of the century is really pissing me off because it ain't here yet. And, well, at least I don't have to shovel the walks. All right. You guys take care. All right. We'll see you around.